Greetings fellow gamers, I'm the Soulsborne Seeker and I'm back with a new video showcasing 10 upcoming indie Metroidvania games you probably haven't heard of, expected to release sometime in 2025 or later. As always, a kind reminder to please consider subscribing to the channel if you end up enjoying this content, since it will help me reach even more people and spread the knowledge far and wide. And now, without further ado, let's dive into it. We begin our journey with Dumbriel, Magnificent Adventure in Hell. Take on the role of the titular Dumbriel, a little angel who, as the name suggests, is not the sharpest tool in the shed and ends up being cast down from heaven and into the depths of hell. Determined to return home, Dumbriel embarks on an epic journey across the various layers of the infernal realm, clashing against its fiendish inhabitants in the process. Each realm you'll visit will have its own set of challenges to overcome, including unique enemies, environments, platforming challenges, and puzzles, along with its very own treacherous bosses who boast multi-phase battles. Enemies aside, you'll also come across allies who will aid you in your quest to get back to your divine land. Platforming here will have precision as its focus, and combat will require tactical thinking and full use of your vast arsenal of spells and abilities to make sure you prevail over your enemies. I should also note that the game has a Kickstarter page which is expected to launch soon, the link for which I will include in the description below for those who wish to set a reminder for it. Dumbriel, Magnificent Adventure in Hell has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC, with Nintendo Switch, PlayStation and Xbox console ports being a possibility if the Kickstarter meets its stretch goals. Next comes Acrolyte. Brandish the firearms of a creature from an alien race known as Tsumeta, who have been subjugated and driven away from their world by the relentless advance of humanity, now forced to wander space in their vessels. Following the extraction of an ancient artifact from the planet of a long-lost civilization, your crew is attacked by a human military vessel and your space station crash lands on the planet's surface, killing everyone including you in the process. However, something brings you back from the dead and, with vengeance in your heart, you go on a mission to destroy those who took your comrades from you. Combat is undoubtedly Acrolyte's most distinguishing feature, incorporating 360-degree aiming that allows you to fire a hail of bullets in any direction of your choosing, which gives way to intensely hectic fights against the enigmatic planet's aggressive fauna. Said frenzied approach is also applicable to traversal, with the various movement skills at your disposal helping you build intense momentum as you slide, launch, and fly your way through the various biomes, making the whole world your playground. Acrolyte has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Following, we have Kuzo. The game's story is simple. Paradise has fallen, and you, Kuzo, were born to restore it. Well, maybe not so simple after all. Kuzo places a lot of emphasis on creative platforming, with each ability you gain on your journey adding to your increasing skill set of ways to traverse the sprawling world around you. Puzzles are another focus of the game, with the various labyrinthine dungeons you will have to overcome functioning as massive conundrums that will test your wits and perception. Your travels will also bring you across an assortment of eccentric inhabitants that populate the realm, who will help flesh out its history and lore. Kuzo has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Moving on, there's Sojourn Past. Take part in an emotional journey about dealing with loss and overcoming grief across a beautifully rendered, dreamlike setting. Sojourn Past blends an isometric perspective with a hectic pacing of bullet hell games to create an intense experience where dashing, dodging, teleporting, and countering will be abilities paramount to your survival due to the hectic nature of its battles and traps. That being said, exploration will also be of importance, given the various secrets scattered across the map. Of special note here is the game's soundtrack, which aims to evoke strong feelings and tug at your heartstrings as you experience an increasingly powerful narrative. Sojourn Past has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Farther down the path, we have Valiant Saga. Set in a dark fantasy world following the emergence of an ancient evil, you'll brandish the great axe of a young warrior who goes on a mission to rid her home kingdom of Doendal from the horrors that plague it. Valiant Saga's detailed pixel art style gives way to some truly visceral imagery, courtesy of its brutal approach to combat as well as the grimdark aesthetic of its setting. Fighting is complemented by an RPG system which will allow you to take on challenging side missions from NPCs in exchange for various items that you will be able to equip and utilize during your adventure. The game's approach to exploration is level-based, meaning that each biome is essentially a stage that you can access from an overview map, which you will be able to revisit in order to access previously inaccessible areas. The whole experience is topped off by a power metal soundtrack, adding to the epic quality of the narrative. Valiant Saga has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC.
Our family is cursed. Danger is shifting in the shadow. Plasmadyne, a bioengineering company owned by Richard Bentley III, that public-facing message.
Going onwards, there's VonGarland Castle Beyond Blood, a survival horror Metroidvania from the developer of VonGarland Castle Sacrilege of the Night. Step into the boots of Ransom VonGarland, a woman who must travel to the isolated Mayhem Island in order to investigate the ruins of her family's ancestral castle in search of her missing brother, while also trying to uncover the reason behind the presence of a shady company called Plasmadyne there. The game draws influences from both the Metroidvania and classic survival horror genres to deliver an experience that blends the in-depth exploration of Super Metroid with the intense dread of Resident Evil. Firearms will be your most powerful mode of attack here, though you will need to pay close attention to your ammo reserves and conserve them as much as possible by mixing it up with some close quarters combat. Exploration will mostly be item and key gated, which, along with the extensive presence of puzzles to solve, really brings forth the qualities that made survival horror games a sensation back in the 90s. On that note, you should also expect fights against some truly disturbing abominations, including massive bioengineered bosses that will do their best to send you to an early grave. VonGarland Castle Beyond Blood has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC.
Over the course of 100 years, declining birth rates and fewer marriages led to humanity's gradual extinction. The dead were backed up into a virtual world called Beyond.
Continuing our voyage, there is Liminal City Axiom of Maria, Chapter 1. In a world where humanity has gone nearly extinct due to a massive decrease in births, everything has come under the control of AI technologies who have backed up the deceased humans into a virtual world called Beyond. We follow Kay, a female fighter on a mission to find her missing husband with the help of a hacker named Kim, all the while being pursued by a legion of aggressive AI creations. Liminal City harkens back to the action games of the early and late 2000s, featuring arcadey combat, acrobatic traversal, and engaging puzzle solving situated across a vast world that incorporates several ability-gated areas for which the acquisition of new abilities will be necessary to gain access. Bosses are also of note here, with the big bads you'll clash against necessitating more than just dodging and slashing, with pattern recognition and weakness exploitation being essential to survival. Liminal City Axiom of Maria Chapter 1 has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Third from the end, we have Planet Chyton. Take control of an adorable little robot named Cubit who's in possession of a weapon that can create platforms. The game features a lot of creative traversal instances, some of which require the use of said weapon in order to bring forth platforming opportunities, and others necessitating interactions with enemies, such as stomping or shooting at them, to reveal weaknesses and additional chances for moving across the environment. In fact, the varying ways in which your foes can be defeated is one of the main draws of the game, including novel boss fights where each big bad has their very own unique set of abilities and ways to go about beating them. Planet Chyton has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Nearing the finale, there's Aeromachina. In the distant future, Earth has been ravaged by a mysterious calamity that has left only sentient machines in its wake. You are Boggy, an amnesiac android that awakens with the instinct to escape the ruins of human civilization in search for answers to both the reason of his existence but also that of humanity's extinction. Aeromachina goes for a nostalgic PlayStation 1 approach to presentation, featuring low-polygon 3D models and animations that harken back to the 90s era of gaming. It also boasts a non-linear world, which means you'll be able to explore the setting in the order of your choosing. Aeromachina has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Finally, we have Voivod the Nuclear Warrior, a Metroidvania inspired by the Canadian heavy metal band Voivod. In a dystopian world full of war-torn cities, mechanical wastelands, and legions of cosmic horrors, you are thrust into the role of the Voivod, a warrior guided by his own disembodied mind as he searches for the fragments of his consciousness. The game's story draws inspiration from across the entirety of the band's discography and will incorporate familiar themes and references for fans, though it's safe to say that people unfamiliar with Voivod's work will be able to enjoy the game as well, given how great the footage looks. Combat will be of central importance here, with elements of classic run and gun titles permeating gameplay and resulting in fast-paced combat instances that will get your adrenaline going. There are also certain RPG elements present here in the form of your ability to upgrade your weapons and skills in order to tailor things to your preferred playstyle. Of special note are the massive abominations that function as the game's bosses, all of whom are inspired by the band's album cover artwork. Do keep in mind that Voivod the Nuclear Warrior has an active Kickstarter running as of the time of this video's release, the link for which I will include in the description below for those wishing to support it. Voivod the Nuclear Warrior is expected to come out sometime in the last quarter of 2026 and has been confirmed for PC, with Nintendo Switch, PlayStation and Xbox console ports also becoming available if the Kickstarter's stretch goals are reached. What did you think of these games? Did you already know about them? Are you planning to try any of them out? Let me know in the comments below, and please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you wish to find more new games, I have a ton more videos in this series on my channel, so go watch those as well. On a last note, a kind reminder that if you enjoy my content and wish to support the channel, you can do so by donating to my Patreon or my Ko-fi page, the links for which you can find in the video description. Until next time, Soulsborne Seeker out!